PRADO took them past the 600 in the Diggers' Cup. A length clear from Badamajo. A length and a half to Sujet, coiled up on the inside from Street Bandit. And then First Impressions. Who's to Blame is near the rail. Outlaw Pete further back in the field, then under pressure coming into the turn. And the same can be said for Northridge. Kirov Boy last of all. PASEO del Prado booted two in front from Badamajo. Street Bandit letting down with his run. Under pressure Sujet. Here comes Outlaw Pete. He's coming right down the outside, but PASEO del Prado inside the hundreds, well clear. He's got the Diggers' Cup and he's got them done. Comes away PASEO del Prado.
Trevor, we mentioned in the preview that the stable's in some serious form, and this was another horse, although not having won for 567 days, he's been racing very consistently.
Yeah, he was just having a short break in that period of time, I think.
The run at Geraldton, as Darren said there, probably was undersold because it was a very good performance.
Well, we learned something from that. I mean, the track come up as a soft six, and that's not to his liking. So I said to Joey as a party that day, listen, go forward and let him know he's here today, because I don't want him getting back on a soft track and just going round. So we brought him to Geraldton and make him do his best, and he runs super. So we learned a lot from that. And I said to Brad today, just smarten him up again, let him go forward, let him know he's here to do his best. And he's just racing super. I mean, he's probably a little bit relaxed and a little bit of a stir up and get his mind on the job, and riding him aggressive is probably really suiting him. And
it seemed to be that once that aggressive riding had taken place, he switched off nicely through the middle pages of the race.
Yeah, well, he doesn't take much to switch him off. We're struggling to get him out on the track most days. Got a really relaxed attitude. So, no, great for Peter Morley and the connections. They've supported me for a long time, and lovely to win this race for him, and there's certainly more wins in him.
Certainly, as we said, hasn't won for the 500 days, but such an adaptable galloper, can be competitive over the 1400, can go up to a race like the 2100 metres last start as well. Just does so many things right, very honest type. Yeah,
well, I mean, with his ratings, he raced out of his class a bit today, but you can only race them where they're eligible, with the new graduation system not being suitable. So, no, pleased with the effort, and hopefully more to come.
What about your other runner, the Quinella for this race, Outlaw Pete? Looked to be struggling around the bend, but just kept chasing and fighting on strongly.
Yeah, well, PASEO del Prado set a really genuine pace and had most of them off the bridle by the 600. That's what I said to Brad, having him full of running when getting into the straight. And to Outlaw Pete's credit, he was off. He was flat out chasing and still found the line good. So the race probably wasn't run to his liking, but the run was full of credit.
You're a chance of getting a Quinella in the last as well. Which one do you prefer?
King of the Palace is racing outstandingly, so he's the better of the two. But Palace Intruder's going well, but may need the run.
Congratulations, best of luck today.
Thank you.
With winning jockey now, Brad Parnham. Brad, it sounded as though you had pretty clear instructions: get to the front and relax when you were able to get there, and just seemed to work a treat.
Yeah, it did. Trevor was pretty keen on me leading, so I watched this last run in the Geraldton Cup, and it bowled along quite strong, and I thought it was a brave effort that day. So I had no worries letting it get to the front and just setting a pretty good tempo, and I took the punt by sort of letting it stride pretty early on, and thankfully it paid off.
Trevor mentioned that at times he can be quite lazy. Did you feel that throughout the run, or did he respond well to you at all times?
No, he responded pretty well throughout the run, but I did give him a good prelim, and I did have him trotting around the gates before the race, because Trevor did say he could be like that. So I really made sure I had him on the ball, and I was fortunate enough that he travelled throughout the race pretty well with me.
Another good ride, mate. Well done.
Thanks very much.